Number 1. Sometimes Jeff, the host of Survivor, goes off script and it is hilarious. Sometimes he's just being petty and sometimes he's just being sassy. And sometimes a player, they just force his hand. In this case, Sarah Dawson of season 25 had a massive crush on the guy, and in her private confessionals, she would talk about wanting to jump his bones, but would always say, it's like not the right time to do it yet. And she was clearly nervous, but excited at the same time. Sarah loves cats. She loves every kind of cat, but when she is finally voted off, she makes her move.
5th person voted out of Survivor Philippines. Dawson. Dawson, the charm is spoken.
Very weird of her to do, but minor in the grand scheme of things. Here's the thing. Jeff is the host of the show. It would be inappropriate to kiss her back just based on that fact alone with nothing else in mind. But are you ready for the real plot twist? Because come the live finale after season 25 ends.
And Dawson, I have to say, no one has ever... All right, she got it in. Fortunately, she doesn't kiss anywhere as good as my wife.
Jeff is married and Sarah still attacks him knowing this. Imagine if the sexes were reversed in this situation. Oh man. Number 2, staying at the reunion but moving to season 20, Russell Hantz still does not understand how he lost Survivor. In case you don't know how to win Survivor, here's how it works. Basically, you must reach the end of the game without being voted out by your peers, and when you reach the end, those same peers that you voted out have to now vote for you to win or someone else you're sitting next to. Basically, you need to be nice to them while you vote them out. Russell, on the other hand, was constantly a jerk to his peers and never read the room on what they wanted. So he lost back-to-back times, netting a measly 2 votes in total out of a possible 18. No, he was never close to winning. So when he loses the second time, he is ranting and raving about how Survivor is flawed, and Jeff has to step in and say,
problem is the game. I think there is a flaw in the game.
A flaw in the game of Survivor?
Yes.
Okay.
If she can win the game twice, there is a flaw in the game. What needs to happen is America needs to have a percentage of the vote.
You still wouldn't win if they had a percentage of the vote. You
I would have won last season.
Not win.
Our show is not that. Our show is very clearly defined in that you take a group of people, you put them in one situation, you vote out people, and in the end, the last group, that jury, decides who they think deserves it. This isn't a game in which you include America. That's a different game. Do you think about the fact that the social game is something you're missing?
I don't care about that fact.
The problem with Russell, and I think what he's trying to say to you, is that he doesn't play the game to win. And it's clear in his strategy. He plays a good game to get to the end, but he doesn't play a game to win the game.
Sandra is right, by the way. Even if America had, let's say, 50% of the vote on who won, Russell still loses. He never wins. Number 3, season 21 has a moment that I think a lot of us forgot about, but Jeff's reaction during the entire thing is spot on to how we felt at the time. You see, Jeff is the best host when he is the surrogate for us with his responses, questions, and actions. You see, Shannon is on the way out of the young person tribe in episode 2, and he thinks to himself, though clearly he doesn't think too deeply about this, as he attempts a Hail Mary pass.
We're on the same team for the next 2-3 weeks.
Fabio, get your head out of the trees. This is a tribe completely divided, and if experience means anything, it's going to be tough sailing for you guys.
You're pretty much digging your own grave.
Hey, I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. You good?
I'm sure I've had a lot more beautiful girlfriends than you have, buddy.
You probably haven't, my brother, but good luck. Yeah, trust me, you haven't.
I'd like you to try and see work your magic in New York.
New York's full of a bunch of gay people, yeah. So.
New York is full of gay people.
They got a lot of them, Jeff, more than they do in Louisiana.
Why would that help Shannon stay in the game over Sash? It wouldn't, and it doesn't, as you might suspect. Do you want to tell me what videos I make? Well, you can now do that on Patreon. You also get the benefit of watching everything up to 7 months early and help us avoiding shilling products that nobody wants in unnecessary sponsored segments. If you are interested, then there's a link in the description. Thank you for your support. Now with that, number 4.
Most everybody here is somebody go, oh yeah, I really like that guy.
Except for Johnny Fairplay.
Except for Fairplay.
What was your thought? What was your thought? You're putting the show together because
Right.
you involved in the production of this
Right.
show. Johnny Fairplay comes along.
I wrote Mark, and I sent him an email going, do we really need Fairplay? Isn't our pedigree a little higher than this guy? But obviously, that's why I don't run a show, because, yeah, look at that.
Oh, God.
But Burnett's and CBS response was, you can't do this show without your most notorious idiot.
That is Jeff in the preseason of season 16 Micronesia when being asked about the notorious Johnny Fairplay coming back to play on a season where his tribe are considered the favorites. Clearly, if Jeff had his way, Fairplay would not come back. Fairplay is not a favorite in Jeff's mind in any way, shape, or form. So in episode 1 of season 16, after Jeff had his hand forced, when he introduces Fairplay, Johnny has gone full troll on Jeff.
Most infamous of all survivors, Johnny Fairplay, who already looks intoxicated.
I wanted to throw up when I saw Johnny Fairplay. He's a pig. He's a loser pig. I would just love one moment to kick him. One moment, just to kick him hard in the shin.
So, Fairplay, are you dressing like me?
You want to know what you're playing for?
I'm actually impressed. I like to know that you have aspirations to get out of your current place in life.
Wow.
Number 5, season 46 saw Yanu lose again and again and again, to the point that us as the fans were just begging for a tribe swap, anything to break up the disaster of a tribe. Well, normally when doing a reward challenge, Jeff will be like, here's what the 2 winning tribes get, here's the items they get, and the 3rd tribe, otherwise known as, and he points them and they say, the losers. But in this case, Jeff goes off script yet again.
Last tribe to finish, otherwise known as?
The losers.
I thought they might say Yanu.
Yeah, don't be dirty.
I'm just saying.
You're so sassy.
Number 6, season 29 featured Keith and his son Wesnail, a real highlight in the season, by the way, both of them. Somehow Keith was a challenge beast as an old firefighter, while his young buck son seemed incapable of winning any challenge to save his life. But Wes was capable at winning one thing, and that one thing was...
So then what is it about your son that made him drop?
Yeah, Wes, I don't know, maybe a food weakness. I'll have a little father-son with him after we get through with this.
I ate 58 chicken nuggets in 5 minutes on the eating contest once.
You ate how many whats and won what?
58 chicken nuggets in 5 minutes.
And you won the
eating nugget contest.
Eating nugget competition? Is that an annual event?
I've never heard of it.
You can pass that up, man. What about the episode of 2.5 Men when you were naked cooking pancakes or something? Or
cooking bacon?
Bacon.
Right. That was fun.
That's awesome, dude. I love that show.
Number 7, season 26 saw the return of Philip Shepard, aka Stealth RS, aka The Specialist, aka Special Agent ? And this time, Philip's tales of his strength and challenge prowess have risen to new heights. You see, Philip tells us that he is so in shape and amazing that even basketball players twice his height and half his age think Philip should go pro. Philip is in his 50s, by the way, so he thinks he's something of a challenge beast. So when we go to this immunity challenge...
Go! We're good.
You just run.
Nobody running. Here we go.
Oh, let's just walk it.
The girls were tired.
Can we run?
Nope.
Can we run, Philip?
I think you'll tire more.
Goda slowly but very surely is catching the call, who is yet to do anything but walk. It is over! Goda wins reward!
You tubby lunchbox. I've yet to see an ab on you. I don't see any pectoral muscles.
Number 8, season 45 saw the Lulu tribe, a hilarious yet wildly incompetent tribe, just fall apart from day one, as it featured 2 quitters, one in Sean, the school principal, and 2 in Hannah, the therapist. You might have heard me talk about her at some point in some of these videos. A villain turned hero in Emily, one lady who, in my opinion, was clearly ticking off Jeff with how she used tribal to get her idol in the way that the show did not intend with Sabaya. And how can we not talk about Brandon, the guy who failed over and over and over again at challenges like climbing a ladder or walking on rocks or at the first immunity challenge.
You are earning it every single day! Brandon takes a big fall. Let's go, Brandon. Dig through it.
You wanted Survivor, buddy. You got it right here.
Number 9. Season 36 Ghost Island saw the Wendell and Dom show dominate the season story, especially in the post-merge as it became plainly obvious one of these two had to win it all, right? Well, color us as an audience surprised when one of them actually screws up and Jeff does not back down.
Laurel wins individual immunity.
I guess I had to scream your name, I guess.
What? Did you call me?
I didn't call you.
Oh, you got to call it. Wendell, you understand, right? Because a puzzle's not done until you tell me.
No, when I had it, I was like...
If you don't call it, I don't know if you're second guessing yourself or not.
I agree with that.
Okay, so you're good with it?
Yes.
All right, it stands. Laura wins individual immunity. That's how we work it out on Survivor.
Number 10. Season 28 featured something I have not seen since season 17. Jeff just absolutely dunking on a tribe like they're hot trash before they've even voted off one member. Usually, he waits until a tribe has had a few challenges with no success, but here, the Brains not having lost an immunity challenge yet, and Jeff goes for the jugular anyways.
In last place is the Brain Tribe, the smart group, taking the longest to figure this out. Disaster for the Brain Tribe. Puzzle pieces falling out. Brains still working on getting their card through. Falling apart. Smartest tribe out here, and another disaster. Puzzle pieces all over the place. This is an absolute falling apart of one tribe 3 days into Survivor. Brain Tribe, whatever brains they have clearly evaporated 72 hours into this game. Unbelievable how far behind they are. Brain Tribe may not even be able to finish this puzzle if they get a chance. One of the worst performances out of the gate in the history of Survivor. They've done it! Beauty! Solana Tribe wins immunity!
So what sassy / gone rogue moments of Jeff should I include in a future video? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, and doubly thanks for liking and subscribing. I'll see you all next time.